Next we will discuss about bitwise operator. These are the bitwise operators. We have bitwise AND, OR and XOR, and we have negation. Negation is nothing but bitwise NOT, and we have left shift and right shift operator. So bitwise AND operator we have already seen. 6 and 3 we will get result as 2, and 10 or 10 we will get result as 10, and XOR 2 we will get result as 0, and we have bitwise NOT operator that returns, for example, negation 9 returns negative 10. Then we have left shift operator 10 left shift 2 returns 40. Then we have 10 right shift 2, we get 2. These operations are the bitwise operators in JavaScript are 32 bit size. So you will be having some knowledge on binary values. These operators perform operation on a binary value. This left shift, right shift and bitwise NOT operator, it will perform on a binary value and returns a JavaScript number. And these operators are mostly used to handle allocations and memory allocations and references. And next we have special operators. Like special operators we have dot. Dot is nothing but appends an object, method or property to another method. And we have array index. We use it for access an element of an array. And we have function call. It calls up function or changes the order in which individual operations in an expression are evaluated. We have seen this array and function calling, defining functions, and we have comma. It allows you to include multiple expressions in the same statement. And we have conditional expression like question mark double quote. It executes one of two expressions based on the results of a conditional expression. Conditional expression is same as if-else statement. We will see example of all this, and we have delete. It deletes array elements, variables created without the var keyword and properties of custom objects. And we have in operator. It returns a value of true if a specified property is contained within an object. And we have instance of operator. It returns true if an object is of a specified object type. And we have new operator. It creates a new instance of a user defined object type or a predefined JavaScript object type. And we have type of operator. It determines the data type of a variable. And we have void operator. It evaluates an expression without returning a value. These are the special operators. First we will see an example of ternary operator. Ternary operator is nothing but a conditional expression. We will see example of that. Go to JavaScript folder, create new file, b5.html, doc type HTML, inside this head section and body section. Inside this body section I will create a div tag. Inside this div tag I will use field set. Inside we have legend, login, I will create a data list. Inside data list I will create data term. Inside this I will use username. I will create a data definition. Inside this I will use input tag. Input type I will give as text. Next I will use id as txt name. I will create one more data term. Inside this I will create password, data definition. Inside this I will use input type as password. I will give a id for this, txt pwd. Then I will close it. I will use a line break. After this, I will use input tag type as button. I will give value as login. Here I will use my on-click event. Inside this, I will write my function name after writing function. From my web page, I am taking username and password. I will verify it by using ternary operator. Just go to head section, create a script tag. Inside script tag, I will write a function login. Inside this function, I will create a variable where uname document dot get element by id txt name dot value. Next, I will use var pwd is equal to document dot get element by id. Here I will use txt pwd dot value. Next, I will create var msg is equal to document dot get element by id msg where user details is equal to, I will use a username. I will give us some John. Then I will give some password as admin. Here I want to use ternary operator. Like I want to verify username by using uname double equal to user details dot username and pwd is equal to user details dot password. Then I will print document dot write inside this login success. I want to print login success. If credentials are correct. If credentials are wrong, I want to print msg.innerhtml invalid username or password. What I am doing in this is I am taking username and password and I am writing a function to verify username and password. By using this id names, I am taking my values from form page and I am storing in uname and password, and I am creating a msg variable because I want to see whether credentials are true, correct or wrong. That's the reason in this div tag I will create a h2 heading. For this I will give id msg. That msg message will be displayed here. I will align it to center. Now I am creating a user details with username John and password admin. Whatever the user is giving username and password, that I will verify with my user details username John and admin. That's the reason I am using ternary operator here. Whatever the uname I am getting from this id txt name that will be verified with this user details dot username John. If this is true and I'm checking pwd, whatever the password I'm getting from this id txt pwd, I'm checking with user details dot password. If both are true, I want to print document.write login success. If one of the details are wrong, like user is typing some password with another password, then password will become false. Then it will print msg.innerhtml invalid username or password. This is how I have to call this login function from my onClick event. Login, save it, Ctrl S, go to. Now we have done with our code. Just save it, Ctrl S, go to browser, search for our page b5.html. This is our login page. Just give username as, I will give wrong username, Hemant admin. Then I click on login. It is showing me invalid username or password. Now I will give correct username. JOHN is my correct username. Whenever I clicked on login, it is showing me login success. This is how we can work with ternary operator. Next we will see how to work with new operator. Just go to JavaScript, create new file, b6.html, doc type HTML, inside head section and body section. Inside body section I will create a div tag. Inside this div tag I will create one more div tag. I will give ID for this div tag as container. And I will use line break. After this I will use input tag. Type I will give as button. Value I will give as create image. Then I will use my event on click. After writing my method I will call from here. I will use script tag. Inside the script tag I will write a function create. Inside this function I will use var container is equal to document dot get element by id container. Next we will use var pick is equal to, here we will use new operator, new image. Pick dot src is equal to, I will use card.jpg. Pick dot width is equal to 200. Pick dot height is equal to 200. Pick dot border is equal to 2. Then I will append this pick to my container. Container dot append child pick. So what we are doing here is we are creating a div with id container. I have to call my function from this onClick event, and whenever user click on this button create, my function will be executed in this inside container. Inside create function, I'm using a var container variable. Inside this I'm using document.getElementBody container. This div container I'm getting from this. Then I'm creating a pick variable. With new keyword I'm creating image object. Then inside this pick variable I'm storing my image. After that, by using container.appendChild, I'm appending my pick variable, whatever the data I'm having, my image related details, all this I'm appending to my container. Then it will be seen in my div container in my browser. Just save it, Ctrl S, go to browser, search for b6.html. Click on create image. It is going to show my car image because I'm storing my car image inside pick variable, and that I am appending to my container by using predefined method called appendChild, and whatever inside container variable my image is stored. By using getElementBody container, my image is visible in browser by using this div id is equal to container. This is how we can work with new keyword. It is going to create new images. It is a dynamic memory allocation operator. It allocates the memory of specific type and loads the members into that memory. It's a memory, and a reference is required in order to access the members of specific type in memory. It's a memory allocation operator. Like image, we have so many objects to create with new keyword. We have option keyword too with new keyword. Now we will discuss about type of keyword, type of operator. Type of operator is a JavaScript special operator. It is used to verify the data type of any reference. I will show you the example. Just go to JavaScript folder, create a new file, b7.html. Inside this, doc type HTML. Inside this, we have head section and body section. Inside head section, I will create a script tag. Inside this, I will write a function f1 var name is equal to John. Then var age is equal to 23. I will use some var is permanent role is equal to true, and I will use var cities is equal to array Delhi comma Hyderabad. Here I will create a var get details variable. Inside this I will write a function a comma b, which is going to return a plus b for me. After this, I will write a document dot write data type of name. I want to print data type of name. Here you have to use plus type of operator. Our variable name is name. Then I have to call my function. What we are doing here is I am creating a variable name, variable age, variable is permanent role. I am creating some variables and I am writing document dot write. I want to get the data type of name variable. By using type of operator, we can get the data type name of this name variable. And we have age is permanent role, cities, everything we can get it. I will show you. I will show you how we can see data type of age. Just use type of operator and use variable name age plus use line break after this data type of role I want to see. Just use type of operator is permanent role. Just save it, Ctrl S, go to browser, search for our page b7.html. So it is showing me data type of our name is string and data type of age is number and data type of role is boolean. This is what we are getting by using type of operator in our web page. My name variable is string, age is number, is permanent role I am storing true, that's the reason it is showing type of, it is showing me boolean as data type of my is permanent role variable. This is how we can work with our type of operator. Next we will see how we can work with instance of operator. Just create a folder bi.html doc type html head section and body section. Inside head section we have script tag. Inside this we have to write function. I am writing function f1. Inside this function I will use var cities is equal to new array. Delhi, comma, Hyderabad. Then I will use var pic is equal to new image. And I will write document dot write inside this cities is an instance of array. Here you have to use cities instance of operator with array. And use a line break. After this, pick is instance of image. Here I want to print pick instance of image. Now just call our method, call our function f1, just save it. What we are doing here is I want to see this instance of is a special operator which is used to verify whether the given instance is derived from specified object or not. It returns a boolean value, either true or a false. If it returns true if the instance is of same type. We will see how it is going to execute. Just go to browser, search for our page ba.html. So it is showing me cities is an instance of array true. Pick is instance of image true. Now I will change my pick instance of not image. I will change to string. Now my pick is in my pick variable we have image instance. I am having image, but here I am writing pick instance of string. I am telling to JavaScript interpreter check whether this pick is instance of string or not. It will return me false because pick is instance of image. Just save it, go to browser, refresh it. It is giving me false as output. This is how we can work with instance of operator.